Coach mentioned earlier this week that if there was too much of kind of installing everything, throwing it all at them, that would be basically 3 systems in
Right.
about 9 months.
Right.
Have you seen any of that paralysis by analysis, or are they picking up pretty well?
No, I mean, of course, there's paralysis by analysis a little bit, right? When you're installing something new and kids are trying to figure out how to do it, there's always going to be some slowness to it. I think we're trying to balance the world of making sure they get everything they need to know so that we can be ready to go for the fall without doing so much that we don't get a chance to evaluate who they are and what they're capable of.
Just as an example, Greer Martinez, a guy that always had to cross-train to multiple positions, and he's kind of saying that. We talked to him 2 weeks ago. He's like, I haven't yet. It's nice to start to learn something. Is it difficult to cross-train anyone? I don't mean just Greer. Is it tough to cross-train when you're putting this all in?
I think just in general in college football, at times it's difficult to cross-train kids. We try to avoid that as much as we possibly can. Now, if you get into a necessity where you have to, then you have to. But just with our time limits on the time we get with the kids, it takes every minute we have to teach them one position, right? To try to get them to understand two. Sometimes it's a challenge. So.
What's been your greatest challenge right now as far as acclimating to new players?
I don't know about challenge. I think this is all exciting. I mean, right now is an exciting time. Learning what they can do, learning what their strengths are, learning what they can't do, trying to develop this thing in a manner that we can get them in positions to be successful. I don't know that there's anything necessarily a challenge other than the obvious, right? Which is, relocation, moving a family, learning names, learning everything. But I think overall it's an exciting time.
In these 15 practices, what do you list as the hierarchy of importance that you want to achieve going into the fall? Because Coach Kelly has mentioned it's not about depth charts right now.
No. The biggest thing we want to achieve is we want them to understand how we want to play defense, right? Which is what I told you guys all when I got here. It's not scheme. We want to be able to run to the ball hard. We want to be able to come off blocks. We want to be able to tackle. We want to be able to disrupt the football and create turnovers. Those things are as important as anything we're doing right now, and making sure we don't lose sight of that stuff.
I don't think in the past we've seen in this early first year pass, the tackling drill there with the defensive backs and receivers, and it seemed like that was a bit of a culture shock for them too at first, going into that. Is that something you want to really implement, that physicality?
Yeah, it's part is physicality and part is just understanding how to move our body. I mean, I think we've got to learn how to move our body in space, and I think that's something you train. I don't think that's something you talk about, right? There's this concept of trained muscle memory that the more you do it, the better you are at it. If you don't do it, you're not going to be any good at it. And so the more we can do things like that, the better.
You said you want to see those traits as far as running the ball and all those basic things. I mean, early on, are you seeing those to the level that you would like?
No. Of course not. No, I mean no. I mean, we're not seeing anything to the level we want to. If I was sitting here telling you, 4 practices in, this thing's right where I want it, then you guys should walk out and think you hired the wrong guy.